Scrat, congrats on being first and MVP currently. How are you doing? Let me put up some music. Some background music. Yeah. Hope you're doing well, Scrat. Congrats on being first. Today, oh, it's a bit loud. Wait a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hi, Nuke. Yes, someone did first already. Scrat was first. I had to walk away because my Google Home decided to play some music from Spotify for no reason. So I had to stop it. Anyway, I am here now. Today the plan is to look into making a boost for a weekend. I haven't taken too much time looking into it. So we'll wing it. Yeah. A boost? Wait, what do you mean a boost? A boost. A boost. Not a boost. But yes, a boost for a weekend. Will be interesting. There's a bunch of restrictions. Let me pull it up on the screen. There's a lot of restrictions. So many of them. So many restrictions. So I gotta make sure I do things correctly. With my accent, it sounded like I said boost. Maybe. Yeah, I meant booth. Booth for VGet, the convention, the virtual convention in VR chat. I've streamed a few times visiting the VGet conventions, but now this time will be a bit different. I'll be an exhibitor and I'll have my own, well, not my own, but with friends will have a booth. So I have to look into how to create one because I probably am the person in the group that knows most Unity to build one. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Size 100 megabyte, sure, that's fine. Scene hierarchy. Gonna run. Alright, sounds good. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Let's see. All the objects has to be placed under the same object. Interesting. Object should be placed under object name static. Children of aforementioned. All object includes should be arranged. Okay. Every object should be the children of a special object, and objects should be placed under an object named static and dynamic, which are children of the aforementioned parent object. Okay, so you need to have. Let's build that. I guess I can duplicate this scene. I made like a cube, just to see how big was a 10 by 10 by 10, which is the size we get. It's actually pretty big. Alright, let's duplicate this scene. Save us. Actual booth. And then this one. I guess we can. Let me do. Let's see. Let me do like a floor, a proper floor. Flip this and put it on the ground. Let's move this ground just a tiny bit down. just so it doesn't click. Okay. And then, so these will be just references. So I guess let's put these under something like ref. Oops. Refs. Typo. That way we don't touch those, and this is not actually part of it. Main object. Center this at 0, 0, 0. And they said that I needed to have a static object, static, and and a dynamic object, something like this. Every object should be placed under object's name static and dynamic. This object with the build property should be placed under static object. All object inside static should have static settings. Okay, we can probably look at those later. So I guess the distinction between static and dynamic is things that don't move and things that move, that can be moved. Okay, pickups, particles, audio, okay, rigid body, UDA. Space is 10 by 10 by 10. 5 plus 5 from the 0, 0, yeah, that's fine. And 10 in y-axis, yep, that's what I have. You see plus is the front. Okay, so this is the front. Good to know. Maybe let's put a little sphere on the ground. Plus 15. Oops, not negative plus. Alright, so this is the front. At least now we know that. That's pretty useful. No limit on textures, however, atlasing is strongly recommended when large. Texture is better than a bunch of smalls. Okay. Asset bundle size within 20. I don't think I'll be using asset bundles, but okay. This is the file size when building the space with only VRC world in place. Only VRC world in place. Okay. Set call. Okay, I've got to be careful with the draw passes. Total light map image should not exceed. No, that should be fine. I don't think I'll add a lot of light maps, if any. Space may be rotated on y-axis. Coordinate will be different from origin. That's fine. That just means that if I write code for it, I must not assume the y-axis rotation or coordinates. That's fine. Shader regulation. Okay, these one are included. Arunu, Unity Chan, Unlit, Mtune, Uni Unlit, Sunshine, Art Characters, Silent Cell Shading, Mochi Little Tune, Filamented. And if you use those, we don't need to include it. I think that's good because this would count into the 100. So I'm curious to see what kind of shaders are these. Let's take a look. What is Monroe shader? This is pretty rare. Okay. Monroe shader. There's only 2 pages. Maybe this. Is this a thing? Yeah. MNMR shader. MNMR shader, yeah. This is the one, I think. Bunch of avatars. What's special about this shader? Looks like a sim. From this very small screenshot, I cannot see anything. Oh, there we go. color, text, matcap, emission, moonlight. Okay, so it's a very simple shader. Unity channel, that's the Unity official one. Unlit WF shader suit. What is shader for Unity? I guess it's unlit thing. Example. Okay. Mtune, that's the VRM default one, or is it? Uni unlit. Okay. Hi L, thank you for feeding DBQD the stamp the cookie. How are you doing? So now shader. Hello. I'm looking up the pre-included shaders. So if we use any of those, we don't need to provide our own shader. And that means that we can save, well, it's just more optimized. It's already provided. So I'm curious to see what kind of shader they have. Ooh. Okay. I don't understand what's written here. Is there in English? No. Alright, translate. Unity shader intended to use for VHChat. Blah 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 blah. Function. Customizable shading, tune, light, outline, time variant emission, parallax, reflection, rim, decal, shadow caster. Function to cast shadows on other object. Vertex color. Supports VRChat safety fallback of light. No shader keyword. Oh, that seems like a good one. There's a manual. It's all Japanese, I bet. Yeah. Let's take a look at this picture. It's very small. I like the tune one. Like the tune they have is not bad. Yes, here. That's a bigger picture. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty decent shader. Oh, it does a pretty good transparency glass thing. Or ice, I guess. This is a nice one. Sanao shader is a good one. It's free, normal edition. Okay. Arc shader. What kind of shader is this? Arc shader. Unity shader package. Japanese, English. Oh, the format. There's some docs here. Update history. Oh, okay. Oh. What do I click? English. Quick start. Shader variation. Okay, so let's see. I just want to see what they got. Main texture, normal map, shadows. Actually, quite a lot of stuff. Outline, gloss, matte cap, reflection, rim, shade cap, parallax. This is also a good shader. Is it free? Yeah, it's free. Hi, chillin'. How you doing? It also has like hue shift and stuff, so you can do like RGB. Okay, nice. Add gloss, glossiness very easily. Alpha, refraction, shadows, details, outline, gloss, matte cap, rim, shade, stencil, parallax, emissive, freak, color, proximity color, right? That's interesting. Advanced. I want to see that. What is this about? Use 2 emission texture. Color mask with scroll with blink. Okay. Proximity color override. Category overrides a specified color according to a distance to the camera. Huh. Okay, so the color can change depending on how far you are. I guess you can use this to make stuff go transparent when they're far away. Or vice versa, they disappear when you get close. Okay, what's in the advance? Vertex color, point light. That's also a pretty good one. Arc shaders. Silent Cell, I know that one. Mochi, I think I've seen that one before. Mochi Unity shaders. Let's see. Twin shader, particle water, screen space. Doesn't say much about it. Is there a wiki? No, no wiki. Little tune, probably another tune shader. UV main color, shadows, emission, normal map, reflection, matte cap, glitter, gem, outline, parallax, audio link, avatar encryption. That's interesting. Ripping is prevented by encrypting the mesh using 4 keys. Tessellation, refraction, fur. Oh, the gem part is only in Japanese. Strength, first net. Oh, are you still around? I found a shader that has a jewelry gem section specific. So it has a bunch of options or settings to do gems, crystals and stuff. Like you got a distortion inside. You can control the Fresnel, chromatic aberration, contrast, ambient light color, particles, color, parallax, smoothness, reflective. That could be interesting, and I'm interested in encryption also. Decrypt using encryption. So is it turned on for materials with blend shade? Interesting. It also has like an encryption thing, so if you can encrypt your avatar so it's less stealable. Little tune. There's no pictures though. Is it a good one? Does it look good? Oh. That's a good shader. Look at this one. Look at this one. You also got fur. And then you got a really nice tune. You can do realistic also. I know you've been looking for a nice shader for your crystals, right? Crystals at points. You could something used like this with it, and it's free, totally free. Called Lil Tune, and it's audio link supported, so it's maybe a good alternative to Poyomi. Filamented standard. What is that? Oops. Search. Filamented. shader from Filament. I have no idea. Okay. Might be worth exploring these because Toyomi is nice. It is very feature rich, but it's also very overkill and heavy. But maybe it's missing few things. Like the little tune one looks promising. Arc shader also. Was it arc shading or this one is also nice. They're all free, so it's all good to look at. Okay. And at least for the VCAT thing specifically, using those means you don't have to provide your own shaders. It's already included, so that's good. So 20 Udon behavior. 10 object sync, 10 pickup, 4 stations. ERC spatial audio source. Interesting. The video is only one pedestal. Physics. It's fine. I don't think I'll add physics to anything for now. Rendering, mesh filter, mesh renderer. Do not take out of bound space. Mesh renderer with 0 is prohibited. Okay. No light map parameters changes. Sorting group, particle system. Light. There's a limit to the light setting. Use the value below in the table. Camera 2, skybox. Okay, light here. Oh, everything has to be baked. Constraints, UI. Set remote world, yeah. Text Mesh Pro. Input 50 animators. Okay, that's not too bad. 50 is a lot actually. 20 audio source. 9 trigger is okay. Anything else not listed is not allowed. Okay. So I got to the bottom. Let's start building something simple. Let's have like floors and random cubes. Let's make like a room 1. And in room 1, let's do like the floor. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's not do lights right now. Let's add some random objects. Let's put a bunch of cubes. A little bit. Cubes on both floors. Okay, so we got the first room. Let's also add a panel with a button. Hi Kyo, hello. Let's duplicate this to the second room. Let's make more floors with this one. Two different rooms, I guess. Let's add panel with a button. So I wonder if there's like an already a button that comes with this. Samples. Prefabs. Bands. Thank you for the band, Kyo. Food on sharp. Input system. There's a lot of things I don't need in here. Let's clean up. Stop lagging. Project. I don't need this. Oculus desktop, OpenVR desktop mainly. Transformative. What about pedestal or door? Replace it with things. I think that's too much interaction. I think that's too much interaction. Makes it too complicated and people will miss it. I like more the idea of having miniatures that you can click on, right? I like that more. Add text mesh form. Text mesh form. Was it already added? But yeah, I think I like more the miniature idea. Because the dropping stuff is something I was building for my world, remember? For the mirror thing, you had to bring a mirror and put it into the like a receptacle kind of thing. Care about that stuff anymore? I don't know. I wonder who. So let's see. Let's have like a cube as a table for now. Have it just at the center of the first floor. stable, I guess. I don't really need the walls currently, so I can hide that. And then, okay, so the room. Oh, actually, I do need the walls. So let's. Do I need the walls? Yeah, I do need the walls. I kind of want miniature walls also. Each room. Let's scale this down because we know at 0, 0, 0 is everything looks correct. I do not want to switch. Something like this. Is the one panties hidden somewhere? Well, that's up to you. You can put it in your section. Then let's have this one. And then scale it down. How much should I scale it down? 0.6 is 2.5%. That makes a second one. We got 2 miniature rooms. And I guess let's add a collider on it. Room manager. $49. Oh, you're talking about channel points. Get good at collecting points. Yeah, also I stream shorter hours. To this box, a box collider. That's a pretty simple one, like a trigger. Copy. Okay, got a collider for each of them. Now let's add some udon behavior to it. New program. Let's go. Hi Shiro, how are you doing? Lagging. There we go. Start coding. Shiro the Pooh Game Master. Oh, from Oni. That's not true. Serialized. field, private, game object. Actually, I can just further transform. No, game object. How can I make it trigger something? Rooms. Do you ever have days where you just want to eat everything? There are days where I'm hungry. Yeah, what happens? You bit Kyo. Dun dun dun. You're not an everything, but you're part of everything. Right? Trying to think the best way to make it so when you interact with one, it scales up that one and scales down the other ones. I guess if I really need to reduce the number of script, this will not work. I'll have to keep it on each room because I need to. Yeah, I cannot make something that manages everything because that just adds another script on top, and so it becomes too many scripts. Make a new program. Create script. Call it room. Not room one. Just room. Sounds juicy. You're a lewd dry thing. Lewd dry thing? Lewd ripping? That word sounds like lewd dry thing. Which is not juicy because it's dry. If slimes taste different depending on the color? I don't know, probably. Alright, so rice field, game object, other rooms. Let's see. Override on trigger. I forgot. It's been a while. I need to look up wooden sharp things. Blueberry slime flavor. Oh no. Hey Psy, how you doing? Are the red ones spicy? Could be spicy. Could be strawberry. Could be tomato. Could be blood. That sounds delicious. Like spicy food. Wait, that's not sharp. The red ones are blood of the innocent. That's what I was thinking. Wooden sharp. So what do we got? Header, blah blah blah, color usage, just attributes. Sync mode, events. On collision, on trigger, mouse, their chat API. Put on input event. Instantiate. networking, tracking udon behavior. Not enemies, just the innocents. Only death and destructions around VTuber lores. Monka. What kind of lore do you have there? Who are the people dying? Send custom events. Player API. Input manager. And highlight. It's been so long. Pickup hand. When will we get the DBQD lore reveal fully animated in Unity? Ooh, I don't know about that. Fully animated in Unity. That sounds like a lot of work. Tomorrow? Kyo, you're on it, right? We'll be counting on you, Kyo. We'll be waiting for that. Trigger. Best you can do is play me flipbook. I mean, that's also pretty good. What are you going to flipbook with? There's no like, you need some images for that. Ownership request on pickup. Use. On drop on spawn. Input use. Okay, so I think VRC. There's probably a thing in here that I forgot about. Object pull, fizzbone pickup. What I am looking for is not really a pickup, but just something like we can use. Contact receiver, contact sender, custom action. Custom action? No. Contact sender. This is for closure things. You can start using GIFs. Yeah, but like, where do you find those GIFs? I don't have anything like that. Object wall. Spin, time, eat cookies, pat, the end. Best story. This is for the pickup. Alright, time to bust out the VR chat documentation for Worlds. Because I don't remember anything. Udon, getting started. It's been so long. We are getting raided by Namaki Mono. Chatting just to fight with a Twitch chat of level 13. Welcome Raiders, welcome, hello, how are you doing? How was stream? Thank you for the raid. Let's give you a shout out. What were you playing? Stilt Fella? What is that? I haven't heard of that one. That is Stilt Fella. How was it? Hope it was good. To anyone from my chat who doesn't know Namaki, Namaki is a adorable, cute VTuber, very good at Beat Saber, but also plays a bunch of different games. Nothing you can do about it. And to anyone who is new here, welcome. I am DBQD. I used to be a VR VTuber, but now I just do whatever. I build a lot of stuff, build tools, build VR stuff. Right now I'm building a booth for VCAT. Sometimes I play games, sometimes I'm in VR. All kinds of things. Stream went well, the game is pain. Oh. Yikes. Apologies, you can stay along for long. Surprise visits from family. Alright. Well, I hope you have a good time. Thank you so much for the raid again. Welcome everyone. I hope you all have a good time. Bye bye, Naoki. Naoki dance maps only. I think Naoki is more like a tech map player. Crow. No. SK Udon. Input events. Alright, let's see. How do I do a thing where we can detect a click? That's all I want. Double page. Okay. Put on graph. Flow. Nodes. Like a button. How do I do a button? Basically. Special node, graph node, event node, interact. Okay, so there's a thing called interact. That's the thing I'm looking for. Alright, let's go back to Unity. Or actually, let's go back to the code. How do I write code with interact? Search, interact. Alright, done. Alright, override. We don't chop here on interact. Okay, this is what I need. Alright, when interacting, for now we can do just testing. Hi. Hi from, and let's do like your object dot name, so we can see the name of whatever is calling this. I wonder if it will work with the simulator. I'm not too sure. We shall see. Let's hit play. Accept. There's a use here. Click. And then it says hi from room 1. Hey, nice. Okay. That is pretty useful. So I think what I need to do is have like a okay, so let's think about this. I need to scale up. Do I use an animation? I think I use an animation. Yeah. So let's add this thing to both of those. So room is both of them. And then other rooms. You cannot touch other rooms. So room 1 would have room 2 and room 2. Wait, no. Room 1 would have room 2 and room 2 would have room 1. Now I need to add an animation to it. Animator. Let's create rooms folder and add an animator controller. Room animator, and then let's make, actually let's just attach it. Room animator. Now apply root motion and call the transform, I think is what we need. Alright, let me double check. Animator calling should be set to call update transform or call completely. Okay. So this is the correct one. And then let's open the animator. Like this and let's create an animation clip. Room 1 open, yes, and then this would, let's create another one. Room 1, oops, room 1 close. So room when close would get to this position and skip. Skip. After, let's say, a second. And at 0, we can have it at 0, 0, 0, and 1, 1, 1. And then boom, open, it's just the reverse. At 1 second, you can add a key for those. And at 0, but actually it starts small. And at 1, it's at 0, 0, 0, and 1, 1. Now back to the animator. You can start as closed and then transition. The transition would be using bool. Is open. Is open true and is open false. No exit for both of them. And we can keep like a transition between the two so it's smoother. Now let's see. Let's do the same. I think I should rename this with one in here. Because I need to duplicate everything and rename it to 2. So all the animation should not loop. These things should not by default. So room 1 has the thing. Now let's copy this over to room 2. And replace it with the number 2 one. And in the layer, replace with number 2 open and number 2 close. Parameter is open. Okay, now that we got both of these, let's go back into code on interact for each of other room. For each other room, get component animator. And then set bool is open to false. So every other room will have it closed. And for self, this game object get component animator set bool. So with this, we grab ourselves, like the room itself, and we'll set the animator to on and turn off animators for everyone else. In theory, that should be all we need. Let's test it. No idea if it works, but do we believe in first try? Oh no, one of them is missing. Oh yeah, I know. The animation for the second one is the wrong one. Let's fix that. Let's see, room 2. This is the position. So room 2 just 0, basically. And close 0. Okay. Let's try now. Do you believe in me, chat? Did I do this first try? Will it work on the first try? Wait, woo! Alright, let's zoom out in this view so you can see what's happening from the front. Where is the front? This is the front. Alright, the top view will be the overview of what's happening. Now let's click on the other room. Switches room. I think that works. Although I need to fix this because I can still click on it from outside. It works. I can click and change which room is active. Now the question is, if I move this thing out of where it's supposed to be, does it still work? This and the roofs. And the table. Okay, let me move everything. Table would be part of dynamic. And sphere would be part of ref. So the question is, if it's not at 0, 0, does it still work? Let's hit play. Oh no, we're spawning in the void. Let's spawn next to it. Close the menu, walk into the booth, click on this one. Oops. I wanna redirect the camera. Yeah, still works. Was it keeping away? But it works. Need to make sure to turn off the colliders on it. So for this room, get component collider, enable this false. Let's set it to true for all the other ones. Let's make sure all the animators are set correctly. So cool, thank you. So it should be closed by default. Or maybe closing should be instant. Yeah, maybe closing should be instant. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's test again. No, that should turn off the trigger after I press it. So if I turn it on, I'll go outside, I cannot click it. Okay, that's good. Then when it's small, oh, that doesn't work. Let's see why. Main room. So both box colliders are off right now. Let's see. When you interact, the other ones. Oh, other one. There we go. Oh, mistake from my side. It wasn't turning on the box collider correctly. It was turning itself on and then itself back off. And the thing is, all of this is happening locally only. I didn't see any restrictions about not doing it locally. So let's see how to do it. How to sync it. On events. Duration. Put on sharp. Maybe. Sync mode. Manual. Maybe it's better that it's not synced. I don't know. Because I'm thinking in a group of friends, maybe everyone wants to see the same thing. But if it's a public instance, right, you don't want people being able to change what you're looking at. So probably it's better if it's local and each people see whatever they're saying. It's just that you see other people floating around. And I think that's okay if there are multiple floors. So probably because it's for VCAT specifically, we don't want it synced. I think that's what I'm going to do. Keep it unsynced. Okay. So got that working. Like a proof of concept for rooms. And they each use one udon script. Video player would take another one. We don't have access to that yet because they want us to use like a VCAT special one. Yeah, VCAT video player. Same thing for pedestals. Okay. Q, are you still around? Did you want to explore something specific? I don't know if you had anything in mind. Basically everything could fit into this now. You're there but busy? Alright, sounds good. I wonder if... Because it has colliders in it. I wonder if that's fine. It's probably fine. Alright, let's see. Let's take a look. Again, other restrictions. I guess we can play with the shaders. I'm interested in Lil too. So I'm thinking how many things we can have. If we do 5 rooms, that's 5 udon behavior out of 10. And then Video player will be one more, so 6 out of 10. If you want to add it an elevator, that's 7 out of 10. Got 3 more spots. Should be fine. Look at low tune. That's a lot of shaders. Got some prefab collider. Interesting. Shader resources. Wow, that's a lot of things. Textures. Let me add like a sphere and play with that. Sphere. Let's add material for it. Pass folder. And let's add a material. Build to test. Add that to the sphere. Let's go to low tune. Simple, advanced. Oh well. Bunch of languages. Play with the gem one. That's the default state of the gem one. Very interesting. Let's go to the gem. String. Snow. Not seeing much. Formation aberration. Let me start by adding like a color to it. Base setting, main color. Is there like a texture I can steal from something? Just put a color. Let's do like a cyan color. Looks different here from here. I wonder why. What's the difference between two views? I wonder. Created. Skybox. Ah, it's a skybox. Snow. Chromatic variation, contrast, environment color. Particle loops. So it's using particles to create fake reflection. It's using particles for the reflectance, smoothness. VR parallax. I guess I will not see it without being in VR. Glitter. Let's go back to like transparent. Not very transparent. That's normal. Okay, transparency works well. Let's make it just a little bit transparent. Let's change it to a darker color. Let's see. Glitter. Main color power. Size. Density. You can add a lot of glitter. Okay, nice. There's a blink thing. If I hit play, it's going probably to be blinking in and out. Yeah, it's blinking in and out. Huh, nice. Let's keep it playing. And change the shape. Glitter is nice. Rim light. It's probably just a ring around it. Blur. I see it. What is these things though? Look like squares, like cubes around it? Not sure what that is. That's it. Settings, VR chat, UV, color, shadows. Yeah, add some shadows. Color type. Let's see. Make it blurry or like just in line, so it's more tuned. Multiple shadows. Kind of see a greenish here, but I'm not seeing the red. Okay, so I guess it's just layering more shadows. Emission, you can have 2 emissions. Let's add a mask. Good. I don't know. Let's put something like a star. Oh, it's emitting a star. Blink. Fluorescence. Radiation. Texture and speed. I don't know what that means. Wasn't there like underline? Turn on underline. Oh, I like this. You can choose where to apply it. Okay. Normal maps, backlight. Let's make it not transparent. It's interesting how it disappears. I do like the shader. Might have to play more with it. Maybe a decent replacement to Koyumi. Because it has a lot of features. Dissolve. It even has dissolves. UV. So we got distance split, parallax, outline. Yeah, it has a lot of things. It doesn't have the, I guess, flipbook kind of thing. Rendering. It doesn't have everything, but it has a lot of things. I don't know if it's better or not performance-wise, but it's pretty good also. Mostly important, it's free, and it has the gem one that Koyomi doesn't have. So I do like that. And a fur thing. Furs. What is this? Whoa, Sonic. Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Maybe this is how people get like the fur shaders. Like this is the simplest version. There's like a 2-pass version. Let me choose another color. Let's have shadows. Not green shadows, just normal shadows. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Shadows. Let's have like a room light on it. Maybe? No. Backlight? Might not do anything. This is already pretty good. Maybe make it a little bit less extreme. Okay, just a fluff ball. change the direction of it. Do Fluffball and Slimes get along? Why not? This is entertaining. Layer count. Add more to it. Touch strength? Oh, I have a feeling this is the kind where you can like tap and then it would react to the touch. This is nice. It looks like a complex model, but it's just a sphere. It can add some emission to it. See, it's probably underneath. Alright. Enough playing with this shader. Let's move this and this back to 0. What else could I do? Because now really it's just actually making the rooms, right? I guess I could start thinking about how do I want to organize the room that I would make. There are things I cannot test, like the video thing I cannot test until they give us like the VCAT video player. Same for the pedestals, but I don't think any of us has the pedestals to give like any avatars. So it's just putting text mostly and links. I guess they have like a clickable thing, probably, in the examples. You want a QB avatar? Yeah, I mean that's just like, oh yeah, that is an avatar. Oh, we cannot test VRC pedestals anyway, because that requires like a special one. Yeah, VCAT avatar pedestal. So it's kind of not something I can work on. It's something I can work on. Yeah, I guess designing the space is the next step. Because I got the basics done. I got transforming the space. Video and pedestals is something I cannot do yet. That's all there is to it, really. Maybe text. Let's add some text. Right, it's text examples. UI text mesh form. Canvas should be set to world space. Where is it? It's huge. Let's make it a lot smaller. Do we need a name? Yes, we should need a name. Now we got text here. It's tiny. It's tiny now. Five times. X. I guess it can was just put it at 0, 0, 0. Alright, let's put it to a wall. So here we'll be at almost 5. Almost 5. So it's just in front of the wall. Oh, actually. Why is it off by a little bit? Oh, because this is not at 0. Okay. Yeah, now it's in the wall. So almost at the wall, at 5. And write some text here. Some text. Twice as big. Okay. Text is pretty simple. Let's put an image also next to it. For the image, let's see what spike can we use. Yeah, check banner. Image. Pretty simple. Add that to static stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. And video. Okay. Let's walk around with the image added. Oh wait, the spawn is at the wrong place. Let's see. I also want to see why it starts. Oh, I know. I think I know. Animator. Here. So it starts out and plays the close animation. But it doesn't need to close because it's already closed. So I should create a better animator for that. I guess an idle animation would make sense. As default, and then it can open and then goes back. It opens when it is open and closes when it's false. No exit time for these, and then it comes back. That way it should be in the right state as soon as it starts. Let's do the same thing with the other animator. Oh, do you have ideas for the name? Because we do need a name. Let's see if that fixes it. So it starts out, should be already small. Oh no. There's a flaw in my logic. Because it goes back, it will try to loop again in the same animation. So instead of idle, it would be like a closed state. Yeah. And it closed and open. So closed, open. Close is a default. And it's more like a circular graph now. Close can go to open if open is true, and then it goes to opened. Then open can go to close when open is false. Yeah, it's false, and then close will go to closed. Welcome back, yo. I'm just perfecting the animation system a little bit. Closed, opened, default, make transition, go in the circle. So open is true. Is open is false. You got it. Wanna see the result? So we got this room here with some pictures and miniatures. Then when I click on one of them, it changes. I can click to the other one. It swaps. Pretty nice, right? It's all local. It's because I thought that spawn effect on Puyomi, I don't think we should be using Puyomi because it's not included. We can add it, but that will add a lot to the limit of how much we can upload. And if we're doing the spawn effect and animation, like the scaling, it makes less sense. Yeah. There's a lot of other shaders. I was playing with this one, Lil Toon, which is actually pretty good. Let me just hide everything. Oh, I guess let me move this out. Like I was playing with the shader earlier. It has a lot of features. Basically, level features. Like light and color, shadows, 2 emissions, normal maps, backlight, reflections, mud cap, rim light, glitter, parallax, distance fade, audio link, dissolve effect, fur, rendering, stencils. Like it has all of it, and also it has more if you choose something like gem. There's like a gem settings you can play with. Make like better glass like materials. Which is pretty interesting. And the reason why I was looking into this one is included with VCAT, so you don't have to upload it, which contributes in taking less space. Then you can use the dissolve with it. I don't know how to use this. Oh, I need to bring this up. Let me move everything out and move that back to 0. Because I don't know how it works yet. Wait, give me a second. I don't know why my Google Home keeps going off and starting to play Spotify for no reason. Did I say something that sounds like I requested some music? Oh yeah, oh yeah, I was playing with. Let's hit play. Ignore the bottom screen because that's going to look broken. And then just play with this. Dissolve. Position. It was working earlier, but I don't know how to use it. Yeah, I don't know. But there's some dissolve in this shader also. There's a bunch of them too. Oops. There's a bunch of them, right? Lil Tune is one. It looks like a pretty good shader actually. Has all the features. Right? You can achieve those things with, and there's a dissolve just like with Ryomi. Sunao, it's also a pretty good shader, it looks like. Maybe less, but it's pretty good also. And Arcs. Arcs I couldn't really fully understand, but it's a good shader. It looks nice on avatars. But Lil Tune looks promising. Yeah, were there something you wanted to test or like wanted to explore more specifically? Because otherwise, I think the next step for me is to just plan out the space. Since I got the transforming room working. I don't even know if it will work for VCAT. Like maybe when we try to upload, we won't be happy about it. I don't know. It's about remote player. But for now, this works. Thoughts? Ideas? Questions? Oh, the avatar included is the robot when avatars are broken. I don't know how like the zooming like this will feel. Can you go back to the intro? Right now, no, but I guess I can add something for that. Like a button that does it. like this version, the version with nothing open. But I guess that could be one of the boots. Like one of the boots will be the intro, as we call it. And intro would be already scaled up by default, so yeah, maybe we can do that. And because reading from the restrictions, it seems like we only are allowed one video. So if we do a video, it will need to be one single video for everyone. We cannot have multiples. So the video could be in the main booth, just like a showcase are for everyone, kind of thing. Because we cannot each have a video. We can have a bunch of pictures though. And a lot will come to, well, we need to test in the preview world so we can see if the lighting is correct or not, if we need to fix that, and stuff like that. But yeah, was there anything else that you wanted to explore? Like you told me you wanted to work on the booth. Maybe grab some water. That's just all of our initials. Yeah, that's just all of our initials. But like Ruby, you can at least read it. This is just like, how do you pronounce that? Ja. Good job. I don't know how to read that. Oh god. It's not like Ruby. No, that's clever. I guess, yeah, so name is something we can think about. Otherwise is aesthetics, right? If you want to use like a common thing. How about something involving the lore? So like my time machine. In real life, yes, but not in the lore. In the lore, the common point is my portal system. Because that's how I connect everyone. And then just because we connect with everyone, we bring them to your world that has Beat Saber. But that's not part of our lore by default. Right? That's the way I understand it. It's more me just making portals and gadgets. Go all over the place, and then we meet each other through those adventures. And then Beat Saber is only because we visited yours, Theo. It's not really at the base of our own lores. But I have a feeling I don't want to see what the hosting world looks like and use that. Unfollow? Oh no. Oh no. Not the unfollow. No. Because like maybe we can look up. There's not a lot of information. It's like this is all we know about it. This is the aesthetic of this place. Say kidding. No, you never forget the time that did happen. There's some lore to this world. Bonjour, traveler. I am l'ascenseur concierge, the administrator of this cosmic vessel, if you will. It is a delight to have you on board at last. Now then, I shan't waste your time. Let us get started. Activate the apparatus equipped inside this elevator and imagine the destination in your mind. The vessel shall traverse through cosmic dust of possibilities and find you the fragment of worlds you're looking for. All that is left is for you to step inside the cargo by the terminal. This will take you to worlds never before seen. It's time I see you off, traveler. Or should I say, au revoir, Cosmo Traveler. I wish you the best of luck and a wonderful journey ahead. Je pense dans le monde. Why is there so much French in this? Modern architecture, elevator hall, sliding doors, marble, infinite space, lifts. If it's a space theme, maybe we should have one of those things where we look outward from inside in space. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the skybox will already be space. But yeah, I don't know what it looks like. That's the thing. Because if you think about how the previous one looked like, it was like a disco, like a bar kind of thing, right? You went in and you had different drinks, and then each drink would give you like a space, a large dance floor kind of thing, and then we had like 4 booths in each of those spaces. So it's probably kind of similar. Like you step into an elevator, it brings you to like a large flat space, and then there's going to be like 4 or 5 booths in that large flat space, most likely. That's the way I would imagine it. In the previous cube world, the skybox was blank. Was it really blank? It was like the was it blank? I don't fully remember. And aesthetic is different from what you thought. It's almost Art Deco Marvel steampunk. Yeah, yeah, I do see it. Like the elevator kind of looks steampunk-ish. And they do have marble as one of the keywords. Like I feel like the skybox was kind of space-like also last time, or just like a star, like a night sky kind of thing, or maybe not really night, but like more like a purple sky kind of thing. Maybe we can find previous VCAT, summer VCAT. Pop and jump. So this is the art that they had for the pop and jump one, which is nothing like the actual world we looked at. it was the world we looked at was a lot more flat. But there were some drinks and disco balls. Underwater. It was supposed to be underwater. But soda, pop, bubble festival, I saw it. I can see it. Is there a different art for each of them? No. You can see the boots though. Yeah, so for this one, this is the art they provide. This is Inspire. Get it. Full screen. What does this inspire in us? The steampunk-ish things. I can see the chair is kind of older style. So steampunk kind of fits. And I assume this is the elevator, the capsule thing, you step in it. Well, we could keep that aesthetic of like the elevator, put a booth around it. Like marble-ish. That could work. The marble reminds you of an old library. Yeah, I can see it. The aesthetic. There's also a piano here in this garden. Got an idea for a name? Or do tell us what is the name? Wanderlusters. Wanderlusters. He's just focused on lust. That's the only thing she saw. What's the etymology of the word? What does it mean? I mean, I see wonder, or like wondering. Something else? The past 15 minutes you've been thinking of a name. You're still thinking. I mean, the space theme is really just for the booth. The name we are coming up with ideally should be like a permanent name for like outside of VCAT also, right? Like just a name for our group. A name that would make sense for the group in general. Space, travel, VR chat, explore, saber, defend. Share passion for VR because of the wonderful worlds we get to see. Yeah. Wanderluster. founder, Lester's. I don't fully understand like what all the parts of the name means. There's a song called One of Us. A strong desire to travel. It's the name of a song. Okay. Strong desire to travel. Is that the meaning of the word? Which is years ago and the term really stuck with you. It's like if you wander around and get lost and stuff like that, but maybe not in the sense you're trying to convey to me. Like I feel like there's a different meaning that you're trying to convey, which is not the meaning I know. There. Yeah, just someone that travels or like goes around. But Wanderer doesn't, at least the way I understood or use it was never like going very far, but maybe I was wrong. Someone that is always exploring, moving, a nomad. Okay. I see. The lust is that intense desire to explore the world. Let's see. Slowly, for instance. I see. I understand the concept. I'm thinking more about it. Like I don't know if it's a perfect fit. It's a good direction for sure. Because like let's say because it's not just a name for Truth, but like for the group, right? And we do share like a passion for VR, but is it solely on exploring? Luster is also a word for shine or glow or sparkle. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That explains a Pokemon move that Latios has, which is Luster Purge. I was like, I never understood what that meant. I was like, huh, just a strong move. But that makes sense. It's just a glow, a strong glow to purge things. Because like, yes, I'm a time traveler, but my focus is more on building stuff, or creating stuff, right? I don't know if there's a way to, like, I don't know if it makes sense to even try to find a name that conveys everyone's in the group. But do I create worlds or tools? Well, mostly tools right now, but just cool things. That's what I create. Cool things. Whatever I think is interesting. An inventor. if you say like a pen or a keyboard tool or like avatars, lore perspective or in real life, like it can be a mix of both, right? I'm trying to think like what would be a good name for the entire group. Um, I mean, it could be lore wise. Like lore wise would make sense also. So for real life, create things because you're passionate about the VR medium. Yes. Yes. That is a unique thing. Creation of worlds, travel through times, vampires, demon witches, dancing explorations, wolves, doggos, and beasties. Besties? Beasties? The VR medium provides the ability to do for people. What's it is a unique thing that the VR medium provides to do for people? To go beyond reality. Mostly. Being able to experience the impossible. Plus ultra. No, I'm kidding. Go beyond. Go beyond reality. Do it in your chat. What Drew I also saw the commentary do when you could. It's travel. Yeah, I mean we travel to different worlds in VR chat because that's easy to do as a content for our streams. But yes, we do that a lot. It doesn't always have to be that. But yes, we travel to different worlds. We travel in some form no matter what you pull up in VR. Even if it's if you're one of those people like me now. In VR because they rather be there. Oh, it's a mix of things. Travel to that virtual room. Yeah, I mean VR. A big part of VR is being in a different setting. But that's not the only thing about VR, especially when it's starting to get mixed into MR and AR. It's also just augmenting the space, adding to the space, or changing the space, not just going to a different space. Like travel is a big part of what we do because that's the easy thing that we can do. But I don't feel like it doesn't speak to me the same way as it speaks to you, most likely. Travel is a big part of it, but I think is right. Contribution is more creator inventor. Like what you said, beyond reality. I'm an enabler. Yeah, and it just happens that currently traveling to different worlds is the thing that that we can do. But it doesn't have to be that, really. Maybe for you, because I know for you, travel is a big part. It's one of your T's, right? Travel, tech, and treats. So traveling makes sense for you. Right, and let's say, for example, for L, what would it be for you? Like, what would make sense for you? Like, you're not just about exploring different places, but also teaching, right? Uh, like about this, and also learning about the science, the physics, but also beyond just the science, but and go into like magic maybe. Teaching and learning are your cores, yeah. And it just happens that yes, in VR chat, traveling is one way to learn, right? And maybe there's some world that enables teaching, or maybe you can go to a place to teach. But that doesn't mean that traveling is your core, VR listers. And so I don't know. I feel like maybe we're overthinking a little bit. Maybe we're trying to solve something that is not meant to be solved right now. Trying to like unify everything. Maybe it's not possible right now. Or maybe it doesn't make sense to try to. And what we do regularly is travel in VR chat. So maybe that just makes sense, right? Like being a traveler, like we can have a teacher traveling, we can have an inventor traveling, we can have a warrior traveling, we can have, you know, all kind of things, all kind of people traveling together. Doesn't make them less travelers, even if traveling is not the core of each person, right? An inventor that travels doesn't mean that traveling is the core of that person, but traveling is just something they do in this group, in this setting. So maybe that's fine. It's just like my initial reaction to it was, well, yes, I travel, but am I a traveler? That's why I brought up that train of thought. If that makes sense. Like L is a teacher, a learner. But are they a traveler? Like yes, they travel with us, but are they a traveler? You know, it just that less clear definition of it. We're all travelers of life. In a way, yes. We all travel through time all the time. Virtual travelers uncovering beyond every reality. That's a very long name. Sounds like a name for one of the newer anime isekai. We're just here to worship the mighty slime, god of all unity. God of all VTuber. Oh, virtual traveler uncovering beyond the reality is VTuber. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Of the slime cutie. I don't want to start a religion. That's not what I do here. I don't want to start unless I start playing Cult of the Lamb or something. Booty slapper. Cult of the slime. Cult of the cookie. Cult of the slime. Called the cutie cult. Yeah, that's probably the name I would go through with. Like Cult of the Cuties. I don't know. Question. Is Kyo like raising her hand? Question. Who here has not seen everything? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that movie. Cutie Cutie Cookie Quilt. Interesting name, sure. Cutie Cutie Cookie Quilt. Also hasn't seen it. There's a lot of things we need to watch. But yes, I agree. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Time for Everything Everywhere All at Once. You watch that with IU, your mom, and your SO. Nice. Yeah, it's something I do want to watch eventually. I've heard good things. And the theme does fit into the kind of things I do like to watch. Eventually. Sure. There's Vietnamese representation in that. Nice. It's pretty nice. One of the main characters, Viet actor. Huh, I did not know that. Now I know. So, Wanderlusters, I think could be a good name. Maybe for just the booth. I wonder if there's like a name we can think of. Maybe talk with the rest of the group too. For like a more permanent name, like a group name. Would it make sense? It would make sense. Yeah, we don't have to decide now. Okay, so those are nice ideas. Could be like a VTuber group event. If some of you do anymore. Do? Dog? Do? Dog? I mean, it doesn't have to be a VTuber group, it can just be like content creator group. Right? Not everyone in a group has to be streamer. Like some people are more behind the scene people. Like editors is a common one, right? And I know Scred still helps with people with avatar stuff. And he takes parts in streams, like other people's streams. Mystic Tips, yeah, that's also a group. We only see the face of like 5-6 people, but the group is huge. Cute Tips. Tech Treats Travel. KTTT. Already discussed face, sure. Okay, so name aside, do we want to try to come up with an aesthetic for the booth now? Issues Decimus and then me she understand how the word was gonna end. You mean tits? I saw it coming. I was trying to twist it in a wholesome way for you. Oh, wholesome only, dude. Do that in your channel. Over here, we're wholesome. That's why you don't have a lot of channel points yet. But aesthetic, like we could try to really fit into like the worlds. Or we could just do our own thing. A lot of boosts don't necessarily fit well with the world. Just like a nice boost. You disagree with matching the aesthetic of the world? You don't want to match the aesthetic of the world? Let's just focus on whatever we want. Yeah, I think that works too. It's easier, we can start earlier because we cannot see the world until later. You're gonna make cyberpunk building? I mean, we could. We could also just go like steampunk, general steampunk. Cyberpunk is easier to do though. It's a lot of flat colors and neon. Because we have to keep in mind that we have to create everything. Cyber steampunk. That's kind of hard. Actually, steampunk is just difficult. Like modeling for steampunk is difficult because it's not just neon colors. Steampunk is hard to do because it's a lot of small details. It's a lot of like tubes, a lot of machines, a lot of gears, a lot of like steam, a lot of like motors, like rotating stuff, clockwork. And then cyber is just futuristic, basically. You aren't allowed to use pre-done. We can, but those are usually very heavy. But we can. We have to find it. That's work in itself. Like that's a lot of work in itself. To find proper assets. Yeah, it's not necessary. It's not necessary to make everything from scratch. But it's hard to find the right things usually. Like it's hard to find just decoration that fits, right? Hi Lido, thank you for feeding Cutie the slime. A cookie. Okay, you go back to dying. Oh no. Good luck. Good luck, Lido. Stop dying. Yeah, have we tried not dying? Don't do the dying no more. Hio has spoken. No more dying. Yeah, so we can try to find assets, but it's difficult to find find things that fits. It's not easy. I find it a lot easier to go simple and make it yourself. course, like once you decide on something, you can look it up and see if there's something similar and try to use it or make something based on it. It's also that if you find assets, it's likely that it's going to be heavy and unoptimized the way we want it or the way we need it. Here's the VRChat thick asset finder. True. That is true. Like it's easier to find like avatar things, like clothing, accessories for an avatar. But it's a lot harder to find like a wall or a window. Right? It's a lot harder to find that kind of things. Like it's hard to find like a good wall that is in the style that you want, with the optimization that you want. It can be a big challenge. Often for that kind of things, it's easier to create it. Maybe you create it using existing assets and combine and optimize. Once we decide on the style, we can assign it to work. Yeah. Blender cheat mode, that's just for crystals and gears. It doesn't do a lot of things, or like brick walls. Yeah, we can think more about it. And because of the size upload limitation, I'm thinking it's probably better if we do it textureless. For no particular reason. Our theme is gear, crystals, and brick walls. We could do like just brick walls with a bunch of gears and crystals embedded. That would be super easy to do. And just primitive, right? A monkey head, some cubes, some spheres, some cylinder. Ooh, let's be fancy, some capsule. Monkey head. I don't know what I'm talking about. Final Fantasy. Why monkey head? Because in Blender there's a button to generate an entire monkey head in one click. So you get a monkey head for free. It's the Blender monkey head. Where's the VR chat focus, VCAT niche focus AI powered single button boost generator? In the future. Maybe. If someone builds it. Spoken like a true time traveler. In the future. Everything we don't have, it's in the future. We'll get it eventually. Maybe just not in time, but eventually. Okay, so should we decide for an aesthetic? We could go just cyberpunk. Like just full on cyberpunk. That's easy to do. Like just neon everything. Dark colors, like dark blue, dark close to black or gray or white. Like very flat, cold colors with warm neon color. That would make it cyberpunk, right? Or that would make it cyber futuristic. And then cyberpunk is to make it dirty and dystopian. But we could keep it clean, futuristic. Some of the best boots you've seen. good because they make mention in what the container is. Yeah, like a cage kind of thing, or like a store, or a school, like class or room, right? Cyberpunk building. Space station. I like space station. Could be cyberpunk space station. Space station apartment complex. Then do you want transforming stuff if it's an apartment complex or station? Does it make sense for things to transform? Space station cyberpunk apartment complex. That for some reason reminds me of a building you can find in Montreal. Let me try to Google it on a separate window. In Montreal, there's a futuristic condo cube spot. It's really weird, but it's super futuristic. Here. So this is a real building you can live in Montreal. Like it's super futuristic. It's just like a bunch of cubes, not aligned to anything, right? And then they got like walking like bridges between the different spots. You can bike around it. It's all like it's a bit dystopian, but yeah, it's a luxury place. It was built for the Expo 67. Bunch of cubes. I've never got to visit those, but I just know they exist. For some reason, talking about this reminded me of this apartment complex. Was it apartment or is it condo? Let's see. It's more condo. Wait, no, it's an apartment. Okay, 158 apartments. Yeah, we can do like a space station. I'm fine with that. And then just use cyberpunkish colors. And we can probably do a lot of that without a lot of textures because it's a lot of flat colors. The entire thing is shaped like a giant panty. No, I disagree with that part. You're traumatizing Shiro. But yeah, we could do like a... So if we're doing like an apartment complex, we don't really need transforming things anymore, right? We just make a bunch of rooms. Because otherwise, what is transforming? Your message wasn't posted to conflicts. Oh no. What did you try to post? It didn't even show up in AutoMod. Panties? It's a word panties. supposed to hide the panties. True. Yeah, it didn't show up in the auto mod. So I guess it was just straight up blocked by Twitch. Okay, so apartment complex. Space station. I like that. I like space station. That's a list of block term by like manually by a mod or by myself. You don't see the list that Twitch auto blocks. I think. I'm not sure. Here you have wells. Oh yeah, because of Genshin, right? So let's see. If we do an apartment complex, like I'm trying to see, do we need transforming booth? You swear you're not a gambling addict? Okay, if you say so. Because I feel like if we do an apartment, we don't really need transforming booth. We can just make an elevator. Go to different rooms. Let's see, need 6 slots. Yeah. How much space that will be? This much space. Split up by 6. I mean, the intro part doesn't have to be like the entrance doesn't have to be that big. Just the video player will fit in one booth without transformation. Then we can try. I do have a thing with 3 floors. Let's duplicate this. Close. We can do 3 floors, 2 booths each. Halves, 2 halves. Alright. Let me make the floor thinner. It doesn't have to be that thick. Yeah, 3. 6. And then I can add another wall. In the middle, split up. Let's call it the split. We could do something like this. Let's see how big it is. This is how big it feels. Otherwise, how do we execute the idea of apartment? Transformation is local. Yes, it is. At least for now, it is local. I think it's better to keep it local. Because in public instance, it doesn't make sense to sync it for everyone. It would be way too disrupting. If it was synced for everyone. Could a transformation be like a teleporter? You go through a doorway and a boot transforms. Trying to picture it in my head. So you put a doorway on the first floor. You walk through it. You teleport back to. Well, you don't actually teleport. It just transforms. Is that what you're thinking? How would that be different? Well, just a normal transforming booth. And right now I have like a scaling to miniature version. Then you have illusion being a seamless set of rooms like an apartment complex. So the portal actually teleports you to reset yourself. Right? So you could have something like, let's remove all of this. So you could have like, let's say a door. Let's say this is a door, right? And then when you walk through that, the room transforms instantly and also teleports the player to this door. So it looks like they can keep walking, right? Is that what you're thinking? You can try that. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So we can design. If you want to keep looking at your maybe you do like a choose your new summer apartment roommate. Because I have a feeling it could. I don't know if it would be confusing to people. Like as they walk around the doors. They teleport back, and the room changes for them only, but not for other people. There was a booth like that in one of the VCATs we visited previously. I do remember that. they had like a portal. You walked in like some kind of building, and they had like a very large corridor with a bunch of gates on the sides, where you could see stuff they had put on. We could do that. Kyo, what do you think? Kyo, give us some input. Like we could have actually 6 rooms. We could have miniature rooms that we click on, and it transforms. We could have doors that teleports you back to cycle you in like a bigger place, like a fake bigger place. We could also have like a shop kind of thing. So maybe like maybe there's like a panel right at the entrance, and then there's like a UI on it, like maybe some arrows, and when you click the arrows, everything else in front changes, and the room would look like let's see. Let's hide those. The entire room would be a little bit indented in. So the space you're standing doesn't change. You're standing here, you click it, and then the entire room changes to something different. So let's try this one is 2.5. So like there's a button here that you press, and then when you press, everything just moves and changes different room. Like it's just like a shop thing, you click and then it just slides maybe. But instead of sliding, it's actually like scaling and going flat on the side. Or you could go to the ground, like scales down, and then another one scales up, like this. Any thoughts, Kyo? Wait. Wait, what? Upscale it down. I think it could make it look like going up elevator. Maybe. It's maybe possible. Now, if there's stuff in it, it would squish everything as it moves. Because like we cannot move things outside of the box unless we make it smaller. Right? If the room is smaller, then we can make it go through like a window. Because we can scale it down, we can change the pivot point to be elsewhere. Alright, let's say let's add another thing at the bottom. And then scale like this. Like we can do this, but everything will squish. Everything will squish. Where is Kyo? I don't know. Kyo ran away. She looked at the list of block terms and then disappeared. It was too much. She saw the secrets, the secret words, the secret forbidden words, and then she couldn't handle it. Someone got over there and kidnapped her. For knowing the true forbidden words. I don't know. I'm just saying. Random stuff. Yeah, I think the scaling to fake an elevator moving doesn't work if you want to maximize the space. But we can, because the only way is to scale. Everything will have to squish. Unless we make it disappear instantly. Which would be like the teleportation thing. Or like with the miniature, we can scale it uniformly. I wonder what would be better. Like if you want more space, then for sure transforming is better. Because that way we have more space per person. Per person, per booth, per room. Instead of being limited. Use a cyber roommate, like with the miniatures. Living with Kyo, pro, lewd, cons, awake at odd hours. That's an interesting pro and con list. Could also, let's see. I like the miniature thing because then you can choose which room you want to see, right? And if someone is looking at something else, they can go and say, "Oh, click on like the second room," and then they can share the experience because things are not synced. Well, if it's like a travel thing, you get lost and maybe it's harder to find each other and find the rooms they're looking at. I think that makes sense. I think we'll go with that and just make the aesthetic cyberpunk. Now the other thing is, do we want to see the outside? Like we can make all the content of it would just slightly smaller, so we can build an outside wall to everything instead of just an inside. Maybe that would be a good thing. So we can show like it's a space station from outside. Not a skybox. So like instead of going all the way to like 10 by 10 and not being able to put anything outside, we scaled the entire thing down. We scaled the entire thing down. Let me turn off. All of that, we scale it down a little bit so we can build like a shell like outside of it to show that from outside, when you're not standing in the booth, when you're standing outside, you can see, oh, it's a spaceship or like a space station or apartment complex, like an outside to the booth instead of just the inside. We lose a little bit of space, but I think it might be interesting to do. Because if we go all the way to the limit, all you can do is put a texture outside. You cannot do anything else. Like we could also do like an outside. Like maybe the apartment is like those RV thing. Like you outside, you got a panel where you can choose one of the apartment, and then it materializes the apartment in front of you with the outside and everything, and you walk in the apartment. Maybe that could be a thing. And we use a slightly smaller booth for each person. And maybe some of us has a smaller booth. We each have a station, basically, or a module, like a modular station, in a way. Hi there. How are you doing? Thank you for feeding the slimy cookie. Hi hi. My hand is weird. Tracking. Hi hi. Yeah, I think I like that idea more than fully filling the cube. Doing good, just got home. Well, welcome home. Hope you had a good day. Because this is a lot of space, we don't have to fill everything. Alright, one of the cube could be like... Maybe we'll do something like this. With an entrance in front or something. Maybe it's a smaller one, or maybe it's a bigger one, taller one, whichever, right? Or maybe it's one that has like 2 floors, and maybe it's two blocks. And you can add stairs connecting. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Because I don't think anyone needs a full 10 by 10 or 10. It's very big. Why is it lagging so much? Yeah, instead of taking over an entire space, it could be like outside of where the avatar, the people are. I feel like that would make sense. Get some more water. I think. What time is it? 10? Maybe it is time that I stop. That I wrap up stream. Then 3 hours. A lot of discussions. Mostly brainstorming. But most importantly, got a proof of concept for transforming the boots. So I think that's nice. It's not too complicated. Alright, let's see. Let's see who we can raid. Not a lot of people streaming today. Surprisingly. Okay, let's go to Prisma. Alrighty. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you to Scrap for being first. Well, congrats on being first. And L for being the MVP today. Thank you, Namaki, for the raid earlier with 13 viewers. Appreciate it, as always. Yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. At this time. Alright, I'll give pats. Thank you all for hanging out. L and Keo for brainstorming with me. But everyone for hanging out. Always appreciated. Anyone who is looking and not part of my socials, you should follow my Twitter or join my Discord. That way you don't miss any of my events or streams or whatever I decide to do. Otherwise, let's raid Prisma. This is a raid message. This is a raid from the Cutie Squad. And then I will be streaming next on Thursday. Not sure what I'll be doing yet, so make sure to follow Twitter or join Discord so you know. I'm thinking maybe Beat Saber, but I'm not sure. I'll see, because I do have an appointment to the dentist in that day. I don't know how we will be feeling that day, so I'm not guaranteed that I will be doing some Beat Saber yet. But we shall see. In any case, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you all for hanging out again, everyone. Have a good one. Bye bye.